You know, what'd be really cool is when we can start a video and not say, we're here to lay another bag.
That'll be the day.
But it's not today. Today we have so much to do, guys. So much bag.
We're still working on the big bedroom circle, course 19.
Yep.
Just little bits at a time. That's
4 bags will get us to the doorway, and then there's 3 more bags to finish the outside bedroom wall. So I think it's possible, but it is hot, so we'll see.
Also, we have to do some stuff for
The container room.
insulating Jet's container. That's happening tomorrow. We got to get it prepped for that. So we might have to stop a little early.
Yep.
So that's going to keep us from probably getting done everything that we want to get done.
You know what else keeps us from getting things done is so much
EARTHBAGs?
talking.
EARTHBAGs?
So much talking. So let's get started. Today we have 1, 2, 3, 4 bags at least to lay. We could go on and do 5, 6, 7 and finish the outside wall. But I don't know if anybody wants to do that.
It's hot.
It is hot. It's pretty miserable.
Well, also we have to get ready for Jet's.
Yeah, we have to get ready for,
container.
yeah, lots of things to do. But we'll see how far we get today. Alright, some of you may notice that we're using a white bucket instead of our Lowe's bucket, and that is because I don't know what Lowe's is doing, but everything is breaking. Look at this. All around the lip, it looks like this. Break, break, break. So when Adelaide goes to pull it up, it just keeps breaking. And I think they're just using thinner and thinner plastic. It's getting holes in the side. It's ridiculous, Lowe's. Get it together. So anyway, I need to make another bucket, but our garage is currently full of the walls for Jet's container. So I can't get to the things to make another bucket. So that means we're using the crappy white bucket with a too small lid, and the band keeps falling off, and things are just falling apart everywhere. So it's great. To be fair, Adelaide did bring up a good point. Buckets aren't typically used this way. So, Lowe's, I'm sorry. If you'd like to sponsor us, we'll still accept a sponsorship. wonder if your dogs are secretly mad at you because they watch you open boxes week after week and nothing comes for them? Well, today is our dog's lucky day thanks to BarkBox for sponsoring today's video. BarkBox is the leading dog-first subscription box that delivers joy and happiness to your pup month after month. Now, every month when you get your box, there's going to be 2 toys, 2 treats, and 1 chew for each dog. One of our favorite things is that every month the box is a different theme and it makes it super fun. Plus, all the toys are designed in-house by BarkBox geniuses, and the treats are made in the United States or Canada and always have no soy, no corn, and no wheat. Look at this. It's a Barkyard barbecue. How cute is this? Look at the ketchup and mustard. I almost got Ocho a hot dog the other day. Now is actually the perfect time to sign up and spoil your dog with BarkBox because they are offering a double deluxe deal. That means they are going to double your BarkBox for free for the first month of your subscription. Your dog is going to get 4 toys instead of 2 and 4 bags of treats instead of 2. If you'd like to take advantage of this deal, scan this QR code or visit the link in the description below. As you may have noticed, we're a little high to be walking off how much bag we need to cut off the roll. So this is how we're measuring. 1, 2 full arm lengths, and then we go measure it, cut it. It works just the same. It's just a little easier. Also, guys, guess what? This is an exciting day. We're starting roll number 6.
Woo!
Are you so excited, babe?
Yeah, go roll 6. Yeah.
Wow, he's real excited.
Go roll 6.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so anyway, we're starting roll number 6 here in this little bit, and I think this might have to be the last bag we do for the day because Ella has to milk goats, and we have to prep Jet's room for spray foam insulation tomorrow morning.
Woo, spray foam!
Oh my gosh, he's so excited about every single thing. It's kind of annoying. I mean, it's cute. Okay, you, mister, have got to move. You gotta move. I'm so sorry. Hold on. Let me try it again. If you break that...
It's plastic.
I know it's breakable. Alright, ready? You're doing great, babe. Keep it up. You're doing great, Hazard. Keep it up. You're doing great. Welcome back to Frequently Asked Questions with Jonathan and Ashley.
Hi, I'm Jonathan.
I'm Ashley, and we're here to answer all your frequently asked questions.
Guys, sometimes you really want to finish course 19 and you just run out of time. We get lots of questions in the comments, and there's a lot of you that are new, you know, and so sometimes we just take a minute, we just answer a bunch of questions.
Okay. Would you like to read them?
Yeah, we're going to start with the big one.
Okay.
How long have you been working on the hyperadobe Roundhouse?
That's a great question.
So we've been talking about this just ourselves for a while because we were trying to figure it out because it is very non-linear.
Right.
I went back and I looked at all the old footage, all the old videos, and I pieced together a timeline for you. Okay. So this will be good, right?
Yeah, you have notes?
I have notes. Okay. 2 years ago.
Would have been?
2 years ago would have been around, it was around April, actually. April of 2023, Wilcox Rock and Sand started bringing loads of AB mix out. I don't even remember how many loads.
300 tons to build up this site.
They needed to build up and compact the foundation, essentially, for the house. So this part of the timeline gets a little fuzzy because there was a lot of different things happening. Part of it, we were just waiting on Wilcox Rock and Sand to bring the material out and then to come back out with their tractor and cut those trenches. And then we had to start work on that foundation, and it was so much manual hand labor to get everything cleaned up and prepped and ready before we could start laying back. So we spent it was 3 or 4 months of groundwork prep, doing all the plumbing, all the trenches, putting gravel in those, and then getting all the hardware cloth and the vapor barrier set up and that whole situation. And basically we laid one section of hyperadobe bag. So at the end of October, our buddy Hayden came from Australia. He really wanted to help on the house, but we got way sidetracked with the Super Adobe Dome workshop and then finishing the Super Adobe Dome after he left. And then we started the goat barn right at the beginning of that next year. And so we basically didn't really do hardly anything on the house.
For 6 months.
For more like 8 months. I mean, we were doing little bits here and there. Anyway, so that whole timeline is also I don't consider that part of the house build because we were so distracted doing those other projects. But about a year ago, because we were still working on it, about a year ago, we were basically ground level. So we had laid 4 full courses and we had started putting our first door forms in.
Yeah. That was 1 year ago.
1 year ago.
And now we're to the top of the door form.
So now I have a whole list of the things we've done in 1 year.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. This is a big list. So
it doesn't...
It didn't feel like it, but then I looked back and I was like, oh, dang, we did a lot.
Okay, what did we do?
We laid 15 courses. We installed spaces for all of the electrical outlets, inside outlets and outside outlets. We installed all of the water boxes to have water outside the building. We also did all the mini split condensation tubes. We also installed 12 bottle brick forms of varying shapes and sizes. We installed 3 metal circle forms and 25 window forms. We've done all these windows and we've gone over all these arches and these bottle bricks. We've done a bunch of self-supporting arches.
Also, we have physically moved over 300 tons of material in 1 year.
Yeah.
Which is a lot. What was the question?
The question was, how long have we been working on the house?
How long?
I would say
slightly over a year.
A little over a year. If you take out the side projects and you really focus on just the actual labor hours.
Yeah.
About a year. Okay, so we're going to backtrack a little and re-answer some questions. How many courses are there going to be?
That's a great question.
It is a good question.
Rough estimate is about 26 on the low side and 36 on the high side.
Actually, I was looking, it's not 36. It's more like 32. Because we dropped it. We went
we went from 13 to 12.
We were going to do a 1.5 12 pitch, which meant the center wall would have to go up to 13 feet. Now we're going to 12 feet. So on this big outside circle where all the windows are for the living room, we're getting close.
Yeah.
5 to 6 layers?
Yeah.
No, 6 to 7 layers.
We're getting close.
Yeah, but then that middle wall, we're still only halfway up.
Okay, it's
going
fine.
To double.
We have some more layers to do.
But yeah, that's why it's complicated when people ask us.
Yeah.
Because it's each circle is going to be a different height to get that pitch that goes out. So, yeah.
Okay, can I answer a question?
Sure.
What's the next question?
Next question is, how is the roof going to work?
Oh, it's a great question.
Yeah.
I'd love to tell you. It's going to be a shed-style roof. Obviously, the inner courtyard is going to be our highest wall, we just said, and it's all going to slant out, but in a radial pattern. So it's going to be complicated, and we're not going to get into all the details because we have a video right here that tells you about the roof.
Yeah, your dad came out. Yeah. He helped us sort of plan this whole thing, and the rough idea is big metal trusses about every 20 degrees, and then a roof that goes all the way around.
Yep.
The center part will be open, and then we'll have a nice big overhang on the outside for shading and protecting all those plaster walls and all that stuff. Also, in conjunction with that, let's talk about the floor, because that plan might have already changed at this point in the project.
The plan is it's going to be concrete floor.
Yeah.
That's what we know.
We're still debating whether we do in-floor heating, radiant heating. That's still an option. We're debating on how we sort of level the inside area, how we insulate it, and then, like you said, how we pour it. We were just going to have somebody pump in through the windows and do the whole thing, but we recently saw a pretty cool house with sections, and we're like, ooh, what if we could do sections, and then maybe we could do the sections based on the radial pattern of the roof.
All of our center points.
Which could be really cool, and it would let us do it in pieces. But I don't know.
Yeah.
The first... another question we get a lot is, why didn't you do the floor yet? Are you doing the floor or the roof first? All those things. We wanted to do the floor first when we were at course 4, but there were too many unknowns at the time. Well,
the unknowns were, are we doing radiant heating? But also, are we going to be finished in time for monsoon season? Which, if we have a concrete floor, this whole house is going to hold that water, and our bags are made of dirt, so it's not the greatest idea. So we're going to do our roof first and then a floor. Yeah, what we didn't want is, a big storm and then huge puddles of water sitting on that concrete and then soaking into bags that are really low that then have a lot of weight on top of them. That's not great. Yeah. And so we decided roof is the priority. Yep. That is the goal this year, is to get the roof on this dang house. Question I think we get the most, and this is really cool because it means y'all are really invested, and if you watched a lot of our videos and this process, you want to know when the hurricane straps go in. Yeah. Well, on the low wall, they're going to be fairly soon, real close to lintel height, because we want to have about 5 courses weighting those hurricane straps down. Can we talk about, so if you don't know what that is, it's like a strapping that you put under the bag, and in this case, like you said, 5 courses, which is a ton of weight, and then it's going to go up over your beam or your rafter, your bond beam, and you're going to ratchet it down. You're going to do this very often, every maybe foot. And so then you have this immense weight of these walls basically holding your roof tight down on top of your structure. In addition to other things holding the roof on. That's not the only thing holding that roof down. What's really cool is that, as we build this up, we talk a lot about our interlocking layers, right? Where each wall that goes into each other, it's constantly crisscrossing over so that it's really tight and tight. And then once you get all the way up to the top and then you hook all that roof in, you build that thing as one solid connected piece, then the whole thing just really locks together and it gets really safe. So that means on this big outer wall, we're 2 courses away from hurricane straps. Maybe 3, but real close. But then on the inner wall, a little bit more. We're a lot more, yeah. Was there any other questions? The last question was lintels, because we are so close to getting ready to put lintels over the tops of all headers.
Of these. Yeah.
Some people want to call them headers. Yeah. You can call them whatever you want.
So how are we doing that?
I think we decided we're going to do 2 4x6s with a 2x6 in between them. That will give us about the depth that we need to go over the windows, and I think that will be strong enough to hold the weight. Now, for the kitchen window, that's a different story.
That'll be metal. It's 11 feet. Yeah, there's no way you're gonna get
maybe 2 beams.
Yeah, we're probably gonna have to weld the whole thing. You'll get to weld the whole thing together.
We'll have somebody weld it.
I believe in you.
We'll have somebody else weld it.
On something else we learned. Here's the thing: we're always learning. Yeah. Right. We were at Eric's place in Kanab. And something that we learned in Utah is that when you're building, at least in his case, an adobe brick building, they require Douglas fir for all wood that will touch masonry. Right. Which I thought was really interesting because we've just always thrown pine in our stuff. But I guess Douglas fir just has better properties. It'll last longer, essentially, if it were to sort of get wet or whatever. And termites don't like it as much. So that is the main reason. I think we're going to spend a little more just to be that much more safe and put Douglas fir in there. Some Doug fir in there, yeah. Dougie. A little Dougie fir. A little Dougie. Just a little Dougie. It's just a little. Have you seen how many windows we have?
Yeah.
It's a lot of Dougie. Okay, I think we've answered all the questions.
Oh, one more question. When's this house gonna be done, babe?
Oh, that was on my list, and I'm gonna give you the same answer we gave on the last question and answer. You brought up like a really good point. No one's ever built a house this way, this configuration. Like it's not just like a simple box frame house that's going up. It's very hard to calculate how long it's going to take. But I think, like we said, end of the year we can have these bags done.
Yeah.
And hopefully have the roof on.
Yeah.
But then, after that, finishing work is also very time consuming and very nonlinear. And so I don't know.
We don't know.
No. But we're going to get it done. It's going to happen.
We are building for generations. Like, this is not like a house that's going to last 30 years and need to be torn down. Nope. We're building for our grandkids. Everything we do on the homestead is for the next generation, whether it's with our kids or somebody else. Like all the trees, all the infrastructure. It is a permanent, beautiful thing. Guys, that's all for Frequently Asked Questions with Jonathan and Ashley.
We are hoping that we can finish course 19 in the next few days. And we'll have a new video for you to watch.
Thanks for watching.
Would you still take me for a fool if I let give it all away for you?